This is the first episode of Lekker Chow Spots. The name's a work in progress, but I'm liking it at this stage. Thought I'd broaden my horizons a little, not just focus on sport. We all have to eat, right? So that's what this is going to be about. I am currently on my way to Stanger, more recently known as Cato St. About a 40-45 minute drive. And you're probably saying, well, why drive so far to go eat somewhere? Well, the place I'm going, it's the only branch. So I've been seeing some social media presence and I like the look of it. So thought I'd give it a go. In case you're wondering and you're not South African, lekker, the literal translation in Afrikaans is a lekker is a sweet. So it's a euphemism for nice, cool, great. So if something's lekker, it couldn't be better. And ciao, I think in Italian it's goodbye. But no, in South Africa, it means food. Let's go grab a chow. This chow is lekker. So, Lekker Chow Spots. So where am I going? Well, it's a new chicken spot. There are a lot of them, let's be real. I've been wondering why there's so many chicken spots as opposed to other types of restaurants or takeaways, but it's probably because of the price. Chicken is the cheapest meat, and you know, a lot of people, especially in this country, do struggle for extra cash. So yeah, I think that's where the money is. Wackys, fried chicken and burgers. That's where I'm going. You'll obviously see more when I do arrive. Now, how do I judge a eating establishment? And I've been thinking about this. I've gone back and forth about a few criteria, but I do think, obviously, branding and look and staff and service, you know, that's one category on its own. I'm thinking give that a mark out of 5. Overall experience, basically. Then affordability. You know, we talk with our wallets, right? And if something is exorbitant, you're going to get far less people frequenting your place because they just can't afford it. So let's say that's out of 5. Interesting, just saw a washing basket on the road. The things you see on South African roads. Hilarious. And then, which probably trumps everything, because if you don't like what you're eating, you're not going to go back for sure, is variety on the menu, for one. Not that that's the be all and end all, because sometimes you can do one or two things very well and people love it. But it is nice to have options. And then taste. Or also, what interesting thing are you bringing to the party? Why am I going to drive 45 minutes to go there? How are you doing something different? Or are you doing something just so damn well? There's a lot of fried chicken places, we all know, the famous ones. So, you know, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. If it's really good and it's affordable, people are going to go. So I think because taste, variety, innovation is so important, I'm going to give that a mark out of 10. So it'll be a total out of 20, and then you'll get a percentage. So that's the gist of it. I will see you when I get there. So I've arrived at Wackys. It looks pretty busy, and I must say the decor, the colours, very cool. Nice big menu screens, booths, regular seating. Looking forward to ordering off that menu. So my food's arrived. There's my burger and my fried chicken and chips. And I've ordered a peri mayo to dip the chips in. If you do want something else, you get sweet chili sauce, barbecue sauce and tomato sauce. So certainly no shortage on sauces. Let's just talk about the overall experience quickly. I said I'll give it out of 5, I've given it a 5. I love the name Wackys, it sticks in the head, the branding, the colours are brilliant. Physical restaurants, they've got as many booths and tables in here as they can. It's packed, the service was brilliant. They gave me one spicy and one traditional piece of chicken so I could taste both. It wasn't an issue at all, thank you for that. Now let's look at the prices. The Wacky Meal 2 is undoubtedly the best value for money, $39.90. So I worked it out to $13.30 for the 2 pieces of chicken and chips each. And then the classic burger, $34.90, and the mayo dip is $4.90. So $79.90 for 2 meals, effectively. You can easily share that with a friend. There's the menu, you've got your sides, you've got your plain chicken, you've got your burgers. So there's a slightly cheaper chicken burger for just under $30, and you can get 2 burgers, the Wacky Twins for $59.90, and you have your double burger, slam dunk cheeseburger. On the other side, they're your meals. You've got your spicy wings as well, and dunked wings. So, like I said, you don't want too much variety, but this is a good spread for sure. But it's all in the tasting, right? And let's see. As far as price is concerned, I can't help but give it a 5 out of 5. I can't imagine anything being cheaper than this. So we'll see. So the first thing I normally do is try the chips. I'll be honest, I do judge most places on their chips. So there we go. You see some nice spice on there. Let me try it out the dip first. Can't complain. I did wait a while before I started eating, so it would have been a little warmer if I eat it straight away. It'd be a little crispy, but you know, pretty good. Let's try the dip. Okay, take it back. That was the crispy one. And yes, peri mayo. It's got a nice bite, not too hot. Definitely worth the $4.90. And they tell me that the very crispy, you can see. They say this one's the traditional one, so I'll try to eat that before the spicy one. What are we judging on? Crunch and tenderness, juiciness. Well, exactly what you want out of a piece of fried chicken. Crunchy, juicy, whatever spice they've mixed with this batter is delicious. Now for the thigh, which is spicy. Yep, I feel that it's coming through. If you don't like anything spicy, very mild, then don't go for that. But I do, and yeah, it's kind of at the level that I enjoy. I don't like my head being blown off. For those that like something hotter, I suppose they do have a Wackys special hot sauce, so you can chuck that on it. But it's good to keep it at that medium level to cover your bases. Now for the burger. So this is the overall experience, the bun. Nice tomato, lettuce. A bit of mayo on it as well. I mean, what can I say? It's a damn good burger. And when it comes to takeaways, and when you're on the move, a burger is normally a good option because your hands don't get dirty and greasy. I normally do go for burgers when I'm on the road. Yeah, and the patty, I mean, you see it sticking over the edges. That's a very good sign. They're not shy to be generous. And yeah, for $34.90, this is a decent size burger. And I do like the crunch of the lettuce and the nice big tomato. If there is onion on here, I can't taste it or see it. I do like a bit of onion, I'll be honest. Whether it's caramelized or raw. But fussy on that one. Sometimes both. So I really like that on there. I'm missing some salt. It didn't come with the package. But yeah. What can we give out of 10 for the food? Peri mayo chicken definitely chicken. I'm not going to eat the roll, the extra roll, because I've already got a roll on the burger, and it seems nice and soft. You know, I'm thinking 7.5 out of 10. So it was 5 and 5 for affordability and overall experience. Plus the 7.5, it's 17.5 out of 20. So what is that? 18 my maths. I can't use my calculator because it's on my phone. 18 would be 90%, 16 would be 80%. So 87.5%. I think that's a very, very good score for a first effort as far as answers are concerned. I mean, I'm sure over time they will adjust as required, but this is a very, very good start. For whoever thought up the concept and conceptualized the menu, well done. And I do hope that you start expanding because I will frequent Wackys on a regular basis.